Hi, my name is Marco, and today I'll be talking about the relationship between religious importance and happiness moderated by friends. The death of my aunt brought me closer to my Catholicism. There was not a day in high school that I didn't pray. During those years, I felt like I found genuine peace and happiness. After some time, I began to drift away from my religion, and I noticed that I began to be less happy, which is why I'm trying to figure out if there is an association with how important religion is to individuals and their happiness. Previous studies claim that there's an association, but it wasn't consistent. The US National Library of Medicine stated that being more religious is related to less depression, but also stated that in certain population it actually increased. And another study said there is no association at all with happiness and religious importance. A gap in these studies may be that they are not taking into account people's personal lives, which is why I'll be moderating by the number of friends individuals have. I'll be researching if there is an association between how important religion is to an individual and their happiness, and does the number of friends you have play a factor in this association. This sample was taken from the Way4 Ad Health database. This database collected information across the US during 2008 and 2009. And the 5,114 individuals each had to take a survey, were interviewed, and recorded their physical attributes. My measure consists of how important religion is to an individual, how happy they feel in the past 7 days, and is moderated by how many close friends they have. Here is my univariate results for religious importance. We can see that 44% of the individuals regard their religion as very important. This is 3.6 times larger than the population who think religion is more important than anything else. From this, we can conclude that individuals usually regard the religion as very important. Moving on to happiness, 40% of the population felt happiness, most or all of the time. And while only 2% of the population never felt happiness, this is a whopping 20-time difference between the two, which tells us that people were generally more happy. The moderating variable, friends, displays that most or 46% the population has 3 to 6 friends. And this is 15 times higher than those who have no friends at all. This shows that people tend to have 3 to 6 friends more than any of the other categories. In this contingency table comparing religious importance by happiness, we see that those who believe in religion is more important than anything else and are happy all the time comprise 15% of its column percentage, while those who think religion is not important and feel the same exact way is 13%. There is no significant difference between the two, but when we look at those who felt happy a lot of the time and thought religion was very important, this was 2.7 times higher than those who did not regard religion as important. With these results, we can say that there might be a slight positive relationship, meaning the more someone values religion, the more happy they feel. Here we see a chi-square test informing us the association of these variables is statistically significant because of its low p-value. This means that religious importance and happiness are associated. Now let's see whether the number of friends play a role in this association. In this case, we are moderating by 6 to 9 friends because some of the categories do not meet the conditions for inference. We can see that its p-value is lower than the alpha, so the association between religious importance and happiness moderated by 6 to 9 friends is statistically significant, which means that this association between these variables is affected when you have 6 to 9 friends. In this case, where you have 1 to 2 friends, we see that the p-value is larger than the alpha, so it isn't statistically significant, which means the association between religious importance and happiness is not affected when you only have 1 to 2 friends. Now here we have a list of all the number of friends and their p-values, and take note that if individuals have 3 or more friends, this will influence the association, but when you do not have that amount or any lower, then it does not. Moving on to our post hoc results, we used a Bonferroni correction to get the new alpha of 0.008. And across all of the explanatory values, we are statistically significant. So we can conclude that no matter the degree into which you value religion, it will still be associated with your feelings of happiness. Now we can finally answer our research questions. So after we applied our bivariate and multivariate methods of analysis, we can conclude that there is an association between our two variables. And when moderated by number of friends, it does play a role in the association, but only when you have 3 or more friends. To conclude, there is an association between the degree you value religion and how often you feel happiness. However, this is subject to lurking variables like number of friends and possibly variables like income or abuse experience. Additional research could help control these variables and state whether this association is more positive or negative. Thank you.